Welcome back to Against the Storm. If you missed it, this is our second episode of a new series covering this game after update 1.4 and also after the release of the first DLC. In the previous episode, I showed you a bit what this game is all about and I showed you the first tutorial. Today we're gonna move directly into the second tutorial and after this into the main game. Let's dive right in. So we're starting the second tutorial. They're going to explain a bit what this number over here is. Right now, -1 is not good. -1 means they're going to start leaving. What you want is instead to have a high result, as high as possible. And in particular, you may want to have it in blue instead of green, because when it's blue, we're gaining reputation. If you don't remember, reputation is how we win a game. So this is really important. How do you get it in the green or in the blue? It is by satisfying their needs. You know, they want to have basic housing. They want maybe to have specialized housing. They want to have food, right? Biscuits, they're gonna want a tavern, those type of things. And each of the three types of population, you know, we have the humans, the beavers, and the lizard in these first few missions. They have different mix of needs, right? They don't have the same thing. Let's say one wants hell, the other wants pie. You can't, you can give both of these, but it's not like they want the same thing. One thing also we didn't have in the first mission was crops, was fertile land. So we're gonna want to do this for sure. And again, we're going to have, different missions, different orders. The goal here is going to be to build or to make some ale and then a tavern to actually give that to our people and make them super happy. So as always, let's get started. We want to get, to 7 or 8 of reputation in this case before the queen becomes too impatient and kills us. We have, because it's a tutorial, not really a choice, we can only pick a small farm, but we do have access already to some of the same buildings we had in the first mission, like the woodcutter's camp or the stonecutter. We're gonna want to do those ones for sure very soon. But first, let's do the farm like they're suggesting. We're gonna want to place the farm so that it has access to as many farms as many fertile land as possible. So over here, for example, that's pretty good. And we're gonna want to build also the farms, right? So here it is. So that is the first farm. We're gonna want to put humans there. They are more efficient than all the other 4 farms. On the other hand, on posing, we're gonna want to build a woodcutter as always. And this is where we want to put beavers, right? So let's put 3 beavers there. Let's go. We don't have that many people right now, right? We have actually 9 in total. So we're gonna need to be careful on how we expand. But at the same time, I would also want to get housing as soon as possible. Our orders, the first order is already done, as you can see. There was 1 farm and 6 fields. We've done this, perfect. So we've gone 2 new humans and some barrels. Love it. Next order, next mission is to have 2 woodcutters camp and 2 shelters. So let's make sure we unlock the shelter. Perfect. Let's start with the second woodcutter camp to get us, there as quickly as possible. We don't have beavers anymore, so let's just put others. And when we get beavers, we can put them back there. Okay, so one woodcutter, we can also remember, focus them where we want. And we should focus them to get access to new, I always forget how they're called, but it's basically new territories, right? These ones are dangerous ones, or glades, they're called glades. So the dangerous ones, we're gonna want to avoid them at the beginning, but all the other ones for sure, we want to get there. We need to make sure that these ones hopefully stay in the green, right? My food should increase, my fuel should increase, all those type of things. Okay, so we can check, for example, over here, my wood 22. That's enough to start making at least 2 shelters. That's not going to be enough for everybody, but we can get started. Let's go. 2. And then we can make a third one when we will have a bit more. We're going to start accelerating the time because I know this mission anyway. This is a tutorial. And even in the game, you can always play at the high speed and then press space to pause, right? So that can be good. Okay, our wood is really starting to increase now that we have quite a lot of these. So let's put more houses so that nobody is homeless, right? That's the idea. we have a first cornerstone. Remember, this is a bonus that will stay with us for this whole small game, for this small mission. We can have either plus 50% of goods produced in the farm or plus 5 barrels per minute. I mean, right now I'm not making barrels, so let's choose the farm. Okay, we may want to actually put a second farm over here very soon, but we don't have a lot of people right now, so let's wait a bit. First, we want those workers to build those houses, because it takes workers, free workers, to build houses, right? The second shelter is done, perfect. So second order done. Let's move to the third, which is to have a small trapper's camp to start making some meat. So let's go, let's unlock that one and see where we should build it. So there is some meat over here, okay? And there is not enough space, but if I put here, yeah, it's fine. We've unlocked also the first 2 new glades, and you can see there's 2 events in each. There is no threat on those events, so we can take our time, right, to do them whenever we want. We can start maybe with this one, where we can either break it open or send it to the citadel. I think we're gonna break it open because we have some stone. So let's do that. Let's assign up. No, actually I want to keep my beavers. To put a beaver here. Up and up, because they are more efficient as woodcutters, remember? So it is. We have built the trapper's camp. Now we need to make sure to have some workers. Now the lizards are actually very good hunters, makes sense. So let's get at least 1 lizard. Good. Now we have no more people. So are we gonna get some people here? No, we're not gonna get some people. Okay. We'll see. If I need to rebuild something else, I'm gonna need more people, because now all of my people are occupied, and there is still one that is homeless, by the way, so that's not good. Let's actually continue making more of these, which means I should probably take out 1. Okay, otherwise nobody can build, right? And that's not good. That's not good. Oh, we need to be careful. Our coal is definitely going down, and our food is also going down. Okay. We may want a second farm, basically, very soon. 1 newcomers, perfect. This is what I needed, a few more people. They can either bring some leather, some grain, clay, and roots. That feels a bit better. Let's take this, and let's build right away a second farm, which is this one here. Over here. I forgot to rotate it. Sorry, let me rotate it with R, so that it's a bit easier to deliver. Let's not forget to put the farm. Perfect, okay. They're cutting the wood over here, that makes sense, but then soon we probably want them to also go over there, and then maybe over here too. So let's move one of the woodcutter more this side, and then this woodcutter, we can move it a bit more. Yeah. Okay, we have some new orders, perfect. We finished to have some meat. Now we want a smokehouse to transform the meat into jerky. All right, so let's go. We will need to unlock it and then build it. We can build it close to the storage or close to where the meat is made, or where the meat is gathered. We want to put some people to work there, some lizards, they're good. And as always, you know, there's multiple recipes, and you can choose which one is prioritized, which one is even completely taken out. And in this case also, I don't have insect, but I have a bit of meat. So let's change the recipe to use meat plus wood to make the jerky, right? Okay, so that should start making some jerky. I have enabled it, but maybe it's because it hasn't been built that it is not concluded. Okay, what else? We haven't done this one. So this one, we can get 2 new people if we give a bit of vegetable or something else. Yeah, let's give the vegetables. Let's put 2 humans on it so that it's super fast, right? The more people we put on it, the faster it's gonna be. Okay, this is basically built. Now it's going to take a bit of time to transform. And what's really important, or why you want to do this, is because you're going to be able, to make out of 4 meat, you're going to make 10 jerky, right? So you sort of increase the numbers. And here we have also discovered a small thing, which could get some advanced resource against a bit of stone. So yeah, I think that's a good one to do. We only have one, but let's still do it. Okay, this one is finished actually. So we should be able to put another one if we want. Let's go. Let's go. Here we can put another beaver. Perfect. Where should we go? Maybe we go over here or over there. Let's move the woodcutter even closer, right? And focus these, and maybe on this. This is a bit far, but no, it's fine. It's fine. And we have also these ones. We're gonna unlock that one soon. I forgot to put any workers there. Sorry, my bad. My bad. We would want a second human to work there if possible. Let's try to get our next order. Next order is to build a brewery, right? So we can produce the ale. This is not going to give us people, but still we want to do it. So let's unlock that and let's build a brewery. Now it's gonna take some advanced resource like the planks, the bricks. We have good reserves of it. It's good because we haven't started making any, but as long as we have enough, I think it's fine. Because I don't have a lot of population right now. If I had more people, I would definitely have built one. I could have less woodcutters, of course. Oh, and we have the storm right now, right? So my people are not so happy. Their happiness is decreasing. We've unlocked a new place there. Okay, that's good. That's good. Oh, we have some humans that are free. So let's put one here. Perfect. Perfect. Anything we should be doing? We may want to put another woodcutter to get us there. We can bring this one here too and get that done. We don't really need these ones to be cut. I mean, you may want to cut them to give you space, right? But it's not like we need them. Humans are good at making beer. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna put only one because right now, otherwise I wouldn't have anybody else. We want to produce some ale. We have no pottery, but we have a lot of barrels. So let's use the barrels, right? And let's stop the other two for now and focus on that one, so we can finish the mission as quickly as possible. New cornerstone. Let's definitely use. Oh, and newcomers too. Love it. Every time I feel like I don't have enough people. So this is 4. This is only 3. A bit of stone. A bit of other stuff. I don't have a lot of stone, so maybe we go for that one, just for the stone. And we also have a cornerstone, so we can have the grain production increased, or we can have more produced in the brewery. I mean, we're doing the brewery right now, so let's do that one. And we have enough people, but we have also not enough houses, so let's build a new house if we can somewhere over here. Let's go for 2. We can check also now that we have more people. Yeah, let's go here. I'm trying to put the best people for the job, right? Always have, if you have multiple buildings of the same, you can click here, right, to see them. Yeah, I think we're doing good. I haven't built many things, right, like the stone cutter or others, but it's also because I haven't really felt the need yet. I do see that my food is a bit low. We can put another, yeah, over here. So yeah, I see my food, sometimes some of it is a bit low, but actually we have good jerky. We could have, for example, an harvester or a forager, but let's see what the next mission is first. And by the way, my lizards, they're super happy. They're super happy. They're in the blue, which means they're giving me actually some reputation per minute. You can see 0.1 per minute. So even without doing an order, I may actually get, the win. I may actually win. The blue line, though, will slowly but surely increase. They will, want more, basically. It makes sense. We can also see why they're happy. They're happy because they're getting jerky, they're getting boots, and they're getting basic housing. Okay, let's see. Our next one is to have the tavern, a first luxury good or service if you wish. We need to unlock it as always, and then build it. We're going to build it over here, and it's gonna take resources we don't have, I think. And when this is, you see this sign, it means we don't have enough of something. It's probably planks, and that means we may want to make a crude workstation, because this is how we could start making some of these, right? In particular, I think again this was the planks. So let's go, we can check, right? We're actually missing planks and fabrics. So let's make both of these, and it's a good thing we have enough to make both. Okay, so yeah, this is going to start, and then this will be delivered over there right away. And then this will be done, and it was going to start using our hell, right? It is. I have 25 right now because I'm producing some but not consuming. When this is built, we're gonna want also to put people in there, and there is a passive effect. If we put 3 workers, we're gonna get this Gleeman's Tale. Every evening a Gleeman's Tale stories, so it's +3 to global resolve, so that the happiness, if you wish, the happiness is called resolve. Okay, so here we have discovered something new. We haven't discovered that one yet. And how are we doing on this side? Yeah, they're getting there slowly but surely. Okay, what should we be doing? This one is almost built. We're gonna want, a worker there for sure. And I may want to just take one out here, because otherwise I don't have anybody not working. So we need to be careful, or maybe I should reduce my wood production. Oh, there's some newcomers, perfect. So 4, 3, and they're bringing some nice stuff here, so let's go for that for sure. We're gonna need one more house again. So let's go for 2. We can, now that we have more people, let's go put more. Actually, I'm gonna put all my humans here. Okay, we can put one more beaver there, and we can use our lizard to do that. Should we send to the queen and get some reputation, finishing the mission quicker, or get a lot of resources? Maybe let's get a lot of resources. I'm only putting 1 so that we still have 1 person to build those 2 things here. What else? We need the leisure fulfilled, so I think they just need this to start working. Alright, they're starting to get some of the hair inside, and then that will give some leisure need for people. Here it is. Alright, available, affected, unaffected. Okay. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest, what the numbers means. So wait, available, affected, and affected. I'm not sure. Don't hesitate to tell me in the comments below if you know. Now we have a warning over here, which is the same as this alert there, is that there's no more meat. Good thing is there is more meat over here, so let's just go there. And I think there was some others elsewhere. We may want, though, now that we say we're not going to get meat, we're going to get insect and eggs, we need to change also that recipe here to say, oh, you should be able to also use insect if you have. Okay, good. What else should we be doing? I mean, we need to wait a bit for this to get there. By the way, you can see the queen's impatience slowly but surely growing there. My people are very happy now, thanks to this increase in leisure, right? They're getting more and more from it. They're getting 55 now. Okay, all my people are affected. All 11 humans. They had time to go to the tavern, basically. And next order, which is to have the human resolve above 25. And I just did that, so we're at 28. So I can win this right away and win the mission. Here it is. We have 60 of experience. That gets us to level 2. And then getting to level 2, I get new things, right? I get some of these blueprints by default. I get a flame amulet, which is a cornerstone, right? I get also a new citadel upgrade, right? So that's really cool. That's really cool. We get, these improvements. We have also 10 more of bread, and that's going to be useful very soon as we get into the main game. So let me show you. We get into the main game over here, where we have, our central town here. The world is vast, but in the center we have the smoldering city. We have done tutorial turn 1 and turn 2, right? And we can go into the smoldering city to use some of the resources we've been gaining. We gain 20 food stockpiles. We don't have yet machineries or artifacts, but that's okay. And we can use these to unlock some bonuses or some research if you wish. I cannot do these ones yet because this requires to be level 3, but I can do this one here or that one there. So this one will give me a permanent -2 to the speed at which the Queen's Impatience grows. So basically it's giving me more time to finish a mission, which is great, right? And we're also unlocking the deeds. So let's do that one for sure. Then this one, it enables advanced control on the consumption in your settlement and also another -2. This one here will give me a permanent 2% reduction in fuel consumption in my central town. And it also gives me bonuses when I start a new mission. If I want, I can bring some stone and some clay. So let's do actually that one. And then next mission, when we get 10 of bread, we can do that one later on. We have unlocked, as I said, with this one here, the deeds. So let's go into the deeds. These deeds are sort of like achievements, but they also give rewards, they give you rewards, so that's pretty cool. There's, for example, the first one is finish your first game after the tutorial, discover 10 glades, etc. Right? So there's many over here. We have also daily expedition and training expedition. We haven't unlocked that yet. You have your game history too. Right now we've played 2 games, the 2 tutorial missions, and we can now go back to the map. So now that we've done this, we have the Blight Storm cycle. This is what I mentioned to you a bit earlier, right? Where it says 0 years left before the Blight Storm. So I don't have a choice. I have to click, over here on ending the cycle. And when I end the cycle, it shows me some of my, let's say, stats. We did 2 turns, we were successful, right? Both times, we gain a bit of experience, etc. We end the cycle, and those 2 towns are gonna die. They're gonna be destroyed. There is something bad happening. And now it restarts. But it restarts with the bonuses we already have, right? So it's going to be easier for us to go further. Your goal as Viceroy is to reach ancient seals with your caravan and reforge them so that we can push back this Blight Storm. So we want to get there, or others. There's others on the map. There's also, many other things. Like you can see, this is a petrified necropolis. This is a point of interest, right? There's also other point of interest. There's another here. And now we're gonna want, as I said, to start rebuilding. We lost our 2 towns that we had built. And yeah, you need to make peace with this. Is those towns we build are not forever. The goal is just to win and then to move to the next one. And so now we want to rebuild new ones. So we can choose anywhere we want, and each of these, tiles, they will have different effects. They will have different rewards too. They will have different maps. They're all different. That's pretty cool. Let's go, for example, over here. And we can say, okay, what do I want? Do I want to start with 4 humans and 3 lizards, or do I want to start with 7 humans? They also bring different type of resource, right? And then I can also decide the difficulty. Do I want, a small difficulty, like an easy difficulty? And this is for each map, right? I can play one in easy, one in hard. So I think what's really cool here is you can say every night, you know, when you have a bit of time, you can play one, and then the next day you play a new one. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, you have, you know, the easier settler, where your villagers eat less food, for example. And pioneer is the just above, where you need a bit more reputation to win. And then you have veteran, viceroy, where it's a lot harder, of course. And then this one is locked at this point. So to show you quickly, you know, we can go into the settler one. Now, this is not just about the difficulty in terms of creating a challenge. Is the higher the difficulty, the higher the reward, right? So obviously that's why if you think you can manage a higher difficulty, go for it. Then lastly, you're gonna be able to take things with you when you start. I can take 3 things. So I can choose between right now these ones. Which one do I want? I think I want some wood for sure to get us started. I think some stone would be good too. And then some food. We can take maybe some roots. No, this is not good. Sorry, my bad. The stone takes counts for 2. It takes 2 points. So actually, maybe not. Maybe let's just go with the eggs, because we only have 3 points. So this is extra bonuses, right? And in the future, of course, we'll have many different ones that we can unlock. We are finally ready to embark. Remember, there's always a way out. Experiment and adapt. May the storm be gentle on you, Viceroy. So with this, we sort of finished, if you wish, the first tutorial. They're getting us into our first free play game, but there's actually other tutorials for more advanced things that I'll show you also. But I think that will be in the next episode. I know I didn't show you a lot today, but I want to make sure that, you know, if this is your first time seeing this game, you really can understand all of the basics before we move into a lot more advanced. In the next episode, of course, we will restart exactly from here, where we will do our first free play mission, and I'll show you that. And hopefully we can also start doing some of the other more advanced tutorial, unlock a lot of deeds, start doing upgrades and move forward. Thank you for watching. Don't hesitate to tell me in the comments below, you know, if you want to see me go faster, slower in this series, if you want, you know, me to stop the series, you don't like it, or if you want me to continue, you love it, please do tell me in the comments. Otherwise, it's very hard for me to know, you know, if I should continue a series or focus on a new game. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.